Welcome to Ridge Life. I'm Tim, and today on Ramblings, I'm leaving the Ridge. First time in days. That old Rona or Flu B, whatever it was, hit me hard. 3 days, man. I was down for the count. Probably about 5 or 6 total where I felt it coming on. And it really was a blessing that I didn't have that surgery on Wednesday. You know, I wanted it done. But man, if I would have gone in and end up testing positive and then having to be sent home for either Flu B or Rona, because I was chills and fever, and that was just not good stuff. But I'm gone now, which is a good thing. Gonna go Tractor Supply, take care of a few good things. It's always good things when you can go to Tractor Supply, right? Or your local farm implement store. Woohoo, love it. Got a text from Trip, my dozer guy, my land clearing guy, and looks like he may get me in before I have my surgery. Right now, my surgery on my knee is tentatively scheduled for the 3rd. Now, if you recall, the hospital, since I couldn't do it at the surgery center due to insurance reasons, they are going to try to schedule me at the hospital. Hospital won't schedule these surgeons from the Campbell Clinic with more than a week's notice, because they're not really directly affiliated with the hospital. You know, that's just how that goes. But I definitely want it done by Dr. Bernhold. He's a knee specialist, and Campbell Clinic's very, very highly renowned. So, Trip says he may be able to get me in depending on the weather. You know, it rained yesterday, and the ground is saturated, but it is so windy today, guys. It is so windy. Wind dries up water, helps facilitate evaporation, in case you didn't know that, which is a good thing. So hopefully the land can dry up. Now, there is a little bit of rain scheduled in the middle of the week. Now, he told me it's going to take about a full week to get this driveway done, land cleared for the solar and the house, and the solar house and everything, and the barn dominium and all that, get the pad, you know, developed, all the gravel brought in. It's going to take about a week. And guys, prices have changed. I was floored whenever he told me how much the new prices are. Now, it's April 1st, CR 610. That's a crushed limestone 610. That's some pretty fine stuff. Packs really nice and tight. Really good. That's what we used on our driveway so far. That stuff is going, as of April 1st, $900 a truckload. $900 a truckload. And truckloads after truckloads will be required for my driveway. Grandma Carol's driveway, oh my goodness, I don't know, 6, 7, 10 truckloads, and we've actually added several since, right? Well, let's just say it was 10 truckloads. That would be $9,000. $9,000 for gravel, for material for the driveway. Woof. And it looks like a dozer is about $175 an hour, and the track hoe, big excavator, $200 an hour. And we're estimating about 15 to 20 hours for each of those, maybe even more, like 30 on one of them. So let's just say, you know, if it's 25 on one and 25 on the other, 50 at about $200. Yeah, guys, we're talking about $15,000 to $20,000 for land work, land prep. $15,000 to $20,000. $15,000 to $20,000. That's a hunk of change now. That's a few marbles, and I've lost a few, if you know what I'm saying. This being on leave, short-term disability, has not been very profitable for the pocketbook. Really taking a dent into my plans, but it's okay. You know, I did take that withdrawal at the beginning of the year, huge penalty and all that stuff, don't do it, Tim. Well, I'm glad I did, because I'm going to need that, for all this prep work, and also going to need it for all of the for the materials. Let's see here. I think it's going to be okay though. I got a plan. I've been doing some IRS retirement research. I got the Popo behind me right now, so I'll make sure he doesn't think I'm using my cell phone in my hand or anything. And make sure, what's the speed limit here? 45, and I'm doing 42. I can take that. I can take that. Matter of fact, I may just pull over right here, talk to y'all a second, let him pass, and then continue on with my day, if you know what I'm saying. Let me just pull in right here to the old placey. There we are. Let him pass on by. Let's just make sure he passes on by. And he does. Fayette County Sheriff. Fayette County Sheriff. Right back up. I am starving, guys. I am not eaten anything today. And it is, what time is it? Let me see what time it is here. It's 1:30. 1:30. Of course, you don't know what time it is by the time I upload this to you. But 1:30 p.m. and I have not eaten a thing. I've had 2 cups of coffee, 2 16-ounce cups, actually 2 20-ounce cups of coffee. I do use sugar in my coffee. I used to use honey, but I'm all out of honey. Somebody give me some honey, please. I need some honey. All right, Mr. Popo's on ahead of me, and I can continue upon my leisure and with the rambling now. So, gonna be a quite expensive penny, but guys, this land prep is really got to get done, okay? And as you can tell with my knee and all that stuff, it's not going to do itself. It's not going to do itself. So, I've got to get the state out for the septic permit. So really to Monday, today's Saturday. Monday, I got to call the state. I got to go up there and drop off about $500 to schedule them to come out and do a percolation test. They'll come out there and stick a little plug in the ground and go, yep, your dirt there is good for the percolation, for the septic. Or they're going to go, nope, you need to do it over there instead of over here. Because kind of what happened over at Grandma Carol's, we'd planned on where our septic was going to be, and they went, nope, you got to do it over there. So really, before I clear the land, I need them to come out and do that percolation. As a matter of fact, they tell you, don't clear your land first. And there's a reason for that. When you take off that topsoil, take all them trees down, scrape all that topsoil off, what's down below is usually not perkable, okay? Not perkable. So if you really want to have your best chance of percolation test passing, have it come out before you clear it all. Because once you disturb that soil, what's left on top may be not very filtrationable. I just made that word up, but it sounded good, filtrationable. So, make sure you have your state come out. If you're in a location that requires that, get your percolation test done. So I've got to get that done this week. I need to call them, and hopefully it's the same guy as last time. He was real nice, came out, but he did make me change where my septic field was going to be. Then a Trip could come out and really get going on that. Trip may come out Monday. Who knows? If it does, I will have him start on the driveway and all that stuff leading up. That way the state can come out and get that percolation test where that's needed to be done. So yeah, it's not cheap, not cheap. I've done some IRS research, guys. I've done some IRS research. I told you what my retirement plan was. Well, things have a way of changing on us, don't they, guys? Life is not like a box of chocolates, because that would just be too sweet. Life is more like a box of chocolate and rocks, okay? You may stick your hand in there and get your big old sticky nougat of chocolate gooiness, sweet, stick to your top of your mouth kind of awesomeness. Or you may just pull out a big old hunk of gravel. But either way, whenever you get that chocolate chunk of caramel gooiness, sure makes it taste sweeter knowing that you didn't get that gravel, doesn't it? Right now, I'm pulling out gravel. I'm pulling out gravel, you know what I'm saying? I've been sicker more than I've been sick a lot in the last year. And y'all have noticed that, you know, with the rash and the catching the bugs and coughing and all that stuff. And that's not normal for me. If anybody knows me and knows I don't get sick that often. Went through the Big D last year, you know. That's a chunk of gravel right there. I'm talking, that's a boulder. That is a boulder. Living in a camper, coming from a big old 5,000 square foot house, that's a big piece of gravel right there too. But hey, at least I got a place to live, and it's paid for. I got some land, it's paid for. That's some sweet caramel gooiness right there, you know what I'm saying? I've got land that's paid for. I got a job. I got a really good job. I've had this job for 26 years since I've been out of the military. And blew my knee out doing something stupid after a sweet vacation. Sweet vacation. Sweet caramel gooiness. Loved it. Great time. Got to see family. Got to go out with Jen. Had a great time. Stepped off that four-wheeler, blew my knee out. That was a big old piece of gravel. If you ever, man, that one put a wrench in the cogs for sure. Because, you know, I planned on, you know, making tons of money at the job, using the money I withdrew for the materials, using the money I was making from the job to pay for the well, the septic, the foundation, you know, the solar, all that stuff. Well, the money coming in from the job is almost nothing right now. It's half of what it was, barely half. But it's okay. It's okay. I'm still pulling them chocolates out. There's chocolates in there. If you're allergic to chocolate, I don't know what to say. Better enjoy that gravel. But it's going to be okay. I've been doing some research, and there are different things you can do to retire early and not have to pay huge penalties. I'm doing some research, and I'll tell you more about that in the future. Some of you may already know where I'm headed with that. But first things first, I got to get all that prep work done on the land. But while I'm doing that, I got to get this surgery on this knee done and heal. Because once I heal, ooh, Tim, you better be ready to get it. Because if you're going to get this done, you got to do a lot of it yourself. Now, David may give you funny business, you know, about hiring contractors for everything and how he does everything himself, you know. It's true. He does a lot himself. And I am using contractors for those skilled things that I said I was going to. So I'm not letting him get me down, you know. We kid each other. And, you know, he wants to get a dozer out and get some dozer work done too. And he's having a hard time even getting one to answer his call. And Mike's having a hard time getting a well person to come out. You know, things are crazy right now. But I tell you, that inflation is really hurting everybody. Really, really hurting everybody. But I am moving forward. Now, didn't get to see Jen last night. I talked to her and told her I was still sick, and the Ridge crib was just one big virus factory, right? You probably don't want to come over to the Ridge crib right now because I think every kind of fluid that can come out of me came out of me in every orifice that can come out, you know. And so I got to do some cleaning in there. You know, I cleaned myself. I got my shower, got my shave, got clean underwear on, even got some clean socks, got a different shirt. You know, I wore that one shirt for 4 days in a row. That's pretty nasty, but it was a very comfortable shirt. Matter of fact, some of y'all thought it looked so comfortable, y'all went out and bought some. Y'all went onto that Bonfire and bought some RidgeLife Performance Tees. Now, my premium tees, like I'm wearing right now, are super soft cotton blend, I believe, but them performance tees are like 100% nylon, polyester, whatever they are. They're like them Under Armour kind of shirts, but the not the kind that form fit to you, the loose fit, right? And they are super, super comfortable. And I got a couple of them, and I wore one for 4 days straight, and I'm not ashamed of it because I felt terrible, and I wanted to be comfortable while I feel terrible. So I'm not gonna cry over spilled milk. So yeah, she didn't get to come over, and matter of fact, she went and did some stuff with a friend of hers. Him and her, they did some things, and matter of fact, she was supposed to go working with him today, and haven't really talked to her too much since this morning. And so don't look like, it's 2 o'clock right now. I'm gonna be hearing too much from her, but I'm sure I'll be hearing from her in a little bit. I still plan on doing Lessons to the Ridge tomorrow, guys. I missed it last week. I do apologize for that. I've got the Purpose in Your Pain scheduled for tomorrow, or Sunday, at 9:30 a.m. So unless I lose my voice, and I've done Lessons to the Ridge with a lost voice before, not fun, didn't sound good. I've done it with terrible coughs, didn't sound good, that's for sure. The MEK can try to keep you down, but just gotta keep moving forward, don't you? Gotta keep moving forward. So, Lessons from Ridge is still scheduled for Sunday at 9:30 a.m. Been on the phone with Blue Cross Blue Shield of Arkansas, our nurse representative for our company, and they are looking into getting an override for my allograft for my knee. Hopefully I hear something about that Monday when we get it scheduled, 100% scheduled, not just my tentative schedule like I got. If they can't do anything, we'll just stick with this whole tentative thing and get that surgery scheduled just as soon as we can. Did talk to David yesterday and had a good long conversation with him. He's kind of falling apart too, with his elbow, his arm, and his back and all that. But he's recovering. He's doing good. He's been getting it the last couple months. I know that more than I've been getting it. But I do have a lot of film in the cans, guys. And now that I'm getting better, I can film the intros and outros for all that stuff and get some videos out to you. I planned on, saving those up for when I had my surgery. But if the surgery's delayed, we'll just get you some videos, won't we? All right, I'm going to go ahead into Tractor Supply, and then I'm going to get me a little bite and get this day going. Well, ain't much left of the day, is there? But I'm going to do something. So, guys, until next time, I hope everyone has a blessed day. Keep rambling and go Ridge Life.